Hello there and welcome to episode 30 of my playthrough of the 2018 Harebrained Schemes BattleTech game. Today I'm going to be tackling Flashpoint mission Headhunting. It's 3.5 skulls, so moderate challenge. We're on New Valis today, which is actually in the Taurian area of space, but we are working for the Fed Sons, who are our allies currently, so don't know if that means we'll be getting some extra cash when we do the missions for them. Not sure. The engagement length here is short, so it probably will be 2 drops. There are no consecutive deployments. The bonus reward is rare items, and there are no tonnage requirements. And it looks like we're just up against some pirates, by the looks of it, called the Jackals. Let's see what the mission description says. So, House Davian seeks your assistance in a sensitive matter related to the security of our national borders. Expect a short deployment with exceptional salvage opportunities. Sounds interesting, so let's go ahead and begin. So, our Davian rep, Lady Alexandra Cunningham, sent her regrets that she couldn't brief us in person on this job. Relations between the Fed Sons and the Taurian Concordat are a bit fraught at the moment. What's new? And she didn't feel comfortable coming to New Valis in person. Can't say I blame her, so what's the up? We're going pirate hunting. For the past 6 months, a group called the Flak Jackals have been preying on Davian supply ships on the edge of the frontier. They hit a target, kill most of the crew, and then run back across the Taurian border before House Davian can respond. The Fed Sons have put up a hell of a price for anyone who's willing to make an example of these idiots, and we're the company that's going to collect. And this is a leave no survivors job, or is it more of a cut off the head and the body dies kind of thing? A little of column A and a little of column B. The contract language says that we need to hunt down and eliminate either of the Jackals' 2 leaders, but I can't imagine that Lady Cunningham will shed any tears if we're standing on a mountain of dead pirates when we do it. Okay, so it's a battle followed by an assassination contract on 1 out of 2 possible targets. Got it. Yeah, sure. So where's the twist? I mean, I'm assuming you didn't pull me out of the mech bay so I could listen to a lecture about a standard assassination contract. Survivors from the supply convoys, the Flak Jackals have hit claims that the Jackals are running non-standard mech configurations. The damage they've inflicted on Davian structures and vehicles is consistent with lost-tech weaponry, pulsed lasers and Gauss rifles mostly. Very nice. That's a big enough twist for you, yeah? Yeah, so you have my undivided attention. Good. Now, before you ask, most of that lost tech is going to the Fed Sons when this job is over. Boo. But Lady Cunningham has given me her private assurance that if we score a kill on either of the 2 Zhao siblings, she'll fudge a few numbers and make some of that salvage disappear from Davian ledgers. If you want to get your hands on a few double heat sinks or a new Gauss rifle, this job is how we're going to do it, so let's not mess up. Sounds like a plan. Darius, let's get this show on the road. Right, okay, suit up, here we go. So, it's a battle in the first instance. We're in Polar today. I don't know if the game's just like trolling me a little bit when it's saying like, oh, there's all this amazing salvage, because whenever you are in a mission in this game, I've never been able to get the lost tech weaponry. I think there might be one slight exception for that, and that is in literally the very final mission that I will do, which is the campaign Flashpoint. You actually go to battle with the Widowmaker and the Bounty Hunter, and have got all kinds of lost tech weaponry. But I can't remember the last time I did that, whether you get access to them. Chances are, in this game, you probably don't, because it doesn't seem to like dropping lost tech. So I'm kind of hesitant therefore to put this like right up to max salvage, because I think we might be getting completely trolled. But I do have 15 million C-bills, and it's not really any skin off my nose. Even if there's no lost tech salvage, 4 points of salvage and 19 random still means we'll be getting a good haul. So I think I will do that, because why not? Makes it more interesting. So let's go ahead and accept. I'll just clear all the all the bays and the mech warriors here so I can discuss what we are bringing today. I'll probably bring quite a good lance here, because if there is decent salvage rights, then I'll be wanting to do headshots on mech. So let's bring the Highlander, and we'll put Boudica in the Highlander. Got a real treat today. things have changed quite a bit in my setup recently because I've allied with the Fed Sons. I've got access to their store, and I basically just went and spent like 5 or 6 million C-bills on UAC double plus weaponry. So, the Annihilator. Now, the Annihilator. The Annihilator in general is, if you think of, it's basically an Irby mech with a protein shake in one hand and a crack pipe in the other. I mean, this thing is insane, right? Like, it's incredibly slow, but it just rocks lots of big cannons. Kind of like the Irby. The Irby is incredibly slow, and for its size, rocks a very big cannon. The Annihilator rocks 4 big cannons, but it's equally as slothful as the little Irby. But on this Annihilator, I have now got 4 UAC double pluses, which is, it makes me like almost salivate even saying that because it's just insane. That basically is a monster on legs. The UAC double plus, the massive advantage here is that they are 3 tons lighter than a regular UAC 10. Which, when you do the math on that, 3 times 4, so we basically get 12 tons extra to play with. Which I can't even, not on a mech that big. So that just means I can put like a host of heat management on there. I've now got the TTS double plus on there. I think I was running the regular plus before. Weighs 3 tons, but it's absolutely worth it because that plus 3 to all accuracy on ballistics basically means that you don't take recoil penalties. So if you put a mech warrior in there who can shoot anyway, you're always going to be hitting at like 80% plus. AC or UAC weaponry, UAC 10 weaponry has pretty good range as well. So the speed isn't a massive factor. The best way to play this mech is just to kind of sprint it and then, or get it right into the action zone as soon as you can. Try to get it in cover, I think, and then you can literally just use it as a turret and it just does death-defying damage to everything around it. The previous iteration I was using was scary as well. That had it had a regular UAC 10, a UAC 10 double plus, it had an LBX10 double plus and a regular LB10X. This is just a mass step up from that. Not only do you get the extra tonnage to play with, but you also get the extra stability damage. So, I mean, that's like each shell does plus 10 stability damage. So that's 8 shots that do that. It's just insane. I mean, when you look at its firepower ratio, it doesn't look too bad. Like 480, okay, that's like really good. If we look at something like the Awesome here, the Awesome comes in at 454, but just very, very different styles of mech. The Awesome is there to chew up the armour of an opposition mech. The Annihilator is there just to finish the job. And boy, can it finish a job. You can see there we've got an incredible amount dedicated to ammo. So we've got 8 points of AC 10 ammo. Worth noting that on an Alpha Strike with the Annihilator, you basically use up an entire ton of ammo. Yeah. Because 1 point of AC 10 ammo does 8 shots, and 4 UACs 10s do 8 shell shots in an Alpha Strike. So we'll chew through that relatively quickly. Obviously, you've got to keep your eye on that. So there may come a time where, especially in long missions, you might have to kind of like drop back a couple of ACs and just go in for the double shot, which is still going to be incredibly damaging to an enemy. But it's something, if you run that variant of this mech, you just have to really keep your eye on that. But there's not much else to say other than it's just incredible. I think it probably is the most devastating mech in this game. Obviously, the Atlas 2, which I've got as well, it does more damage, but just the fact, or the psychological thing of having 4 UAC 10s rattling off those like 8 shells that do 60 damage each is just mind-blowing. Whereas obviously the Atlas 2 is an absolute beast as well, but it's kind of firing with lots of different components like missiles, and I've got impulses on there, and I've got, like the LB20 on there and things like that. So definitely going to be running good old Cthulhu today, and we'll have to put someone in who can shoot. So I think we'll bring let's bring Darkstar. I think he's 10 on the gunnery. Darkstar and Cthulhu, that's like a name set that goes quite well together as well. Next up, we'll bring the Awesome. I've already discussed the Awesome a little bit. He is there just as basically the armature. So we'll put Bear, I think, in the Awesome today. And then finally, I've got a new variant of the Victor as well. If you watched the previous episode, you know that I was experimenting with the Victor and it wasn't really working. This I'm much more comfortable with. So it's got its typical jump jets on there. It's got the LB10X double plus. That's the one that I actually had on the Annihilator, so I've swapped that out. 2 points of ammo, that's more than enough for that. That gives you 16 shots with it across the mission. 2 impulses. Was running that before as well, and I do love an impulse, just because of the extra accuracy. And then the equivalent of an SRM8 on there, all treble pluses. So it comes in at a really healthy max damage of 272, which is for basically a mech that's going to be there to, like, you know, outmaneuver the opposition and get into like positionals. So it's not there really to do mass damage, although it will do a really hefty level of damage with that nice loadout that I've got there, but very much like a skirmishing mech. So I've brought the Victor back now from its previous iteration, which was kind of used at range. This now is kind of how the VTR 9B kind of traditionally works. Like, you jump close to an enemy and then just wreck it. Obviously, the regular 9B has an AC-20, but just given all the AC-20s, the UAC-10s and the UAC-20s on show, I just don't feel like that's necessary. So we're going to use it in a little bit more of a strategic, tactical way. And I think we'll put Code in there today. Just trying to kind of give a run out to my mech warriors who still need some XP. This version of the game that I'm playing is on slow development for mech warriors, so you know, you'll see that the only mech warrior I've got who's actually completely filled out on the XP chart is Oculus. There are those who are now close. Lady Death Lotus is really, really close. She's got just 2 more points to go until she is at full. Sam's doing very well as well. That's Boudica. So yeah, we also got little Squire there, who's the chap that I picked up because we got asked to take him by the Mercenary Review Board a few jumps ago. And he's already got quite a lot of extra experience just from using the training mod. So I think, given enough time flying around space, this guy will probably be a pretty competent mech warrior. And we'll see where that goes, see if there's any like narrative developments that we've had by hiring this chap. So let's go ahead here and deploy, see what we're up against today. I'm pretty convinced that the game will troll me, and that the battle section, we won't have any like extra like lost tech salvage on like the actual missions we do. I'm pretty sure it will be that when we get our prize at the end of the Flashpoint, at that point we'll get like an impulse or a UAC weapon or something like that. I understand why the game does that. In fact, it's healthy that it does that, because if things were dropping like lost tech all over, the game would just lose its challenge. Part of the big challenge in this game really is to find that lost tech so you can do pretty much every mission with one lance. I've said this numerous times before during this playthrough, but you'll find a lot of people who play this game who moan about the fact that you can only get one lance, and they basically say it's too difficult. It's really not. You just have to know how the lost tech works and how that extra tonnage works with a UAC weaponry. It just makes a huge difference. I've got a flak jackal lance on radar just ahead of you, Commander. These pirates are vicious and well armed, but they're used to going after soft targets. They're not going after a soft target today, I'll tell them that much. Get out there and show them what a real mercenary company can do. So we'll just sprint everyone up this road. This one should be relatively straightforward, I think. We'll probably try and... the 2 ways we can go here. We can get into these trees. And that's probably better, actually. If we go down there, we kind of go in a bit of a sinkhole. Even though they'll be throwing themselves at us, they get some cover as well. I think if we go up here, kind of get into these trees and these trees, we make them we get the tactical advantage, because they're kind of then in the open, and they might even have to go into this like lava pit here, which will heat them up. Yeah, let's do that. We got a 70-ton mech, first catch of the day. So that will be a grasshopper or an archer, or A Warhammer. Got 65 tonner there. Got a 50 tonner and another 50 tonner. So this is relatively easy lance. We probably will get some reinforcements then here. Right, Boudica, you can just jump up here and say hello to them all. See what we can see. Oh, look at that horrendous armor. Now, no, they're not bringing any special iterations of the weaponry today, unfortunately. So this is just a really terrible lance. So let's just go ahead and wreck these guys. Nasty. Yeah, they won't last 2 minutes against the Annihilator here. We're almost certain to get the reinforcements though, because this was still a 3.5 school mission. Let's finish this chap off. We'll just drop an impulse there. I don't think we'll need it. Oh no, he's still in the game. It is an archer, so he does have pretty decent, oh, very good structure actually. I think we will actually, we'll do some outflanking here. We should only need 2 of these. There we go. So there's the archer taken out. We've got a catapult there as well. You know, I think I'll change tack. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. So we'll bring the 2 tanks down here. If we do get reinforcements, we've kind of got them flanked and covered on this hill with the Highlander and the Victor, and that is a reinforcement there. Catapult now for an LRM spam. That's fine. Got a Hunchy there, it's the laser Hunchy. Good choice on this particular mission, because we are in the polar area, so that means that he'll be able to run those Hunchies and keep them very, very nice and cool. Chandra's been a little bit hit up there, so we'll fly you back. And let's just try to take out one side of this catapult. And we didn't, but the structure must be pretty terrifyingly bad there. Probably can finish all 3 of these off in this turn, because the armor is just so horrendous. Yeah, ooh, he took a nasty hit to the head there, so that's presumably why his structure scale there is so low. Anyway, let's do some multi-striking here. Just try this. That was nice, took a leg out there. He's basically had all his armour stripped off. But I presume they're all running at shoddy, which means they only get 50% of their regular armour. Oh, that was annoying. He was going for the Highlander but hit the Victor, which I'm trying to kind of protect. He's had his armour chewed up a little bit. Now let's get the Beast in here. He should get good percentages on everyone. I think we'll probably kill... We should be able to take the catapult out, I think. Let's just do that, see what we can get. Oh my god. Are we going to get a triple kill? No, we didn't. The catapult's still in there. Look at that, even the heat management on that thing though. This guy can now just go and tap the catapult and it'll explode. Look at that, 53 left on the torso, 33 on the legs. Let's go for the leg here. Oh, well, it wouldn't matter anyway. There we go. So that's the lance, the first lance taken out. We now got some reinforcements. Got a 50 tonner back there. I'm actually just going to hold Chandra back here. There's no point in kind of risking him. He's got some of his armour stripped off on one of his arms. We could probably just let everyone take a break and just bring the Annihilator up there. But that would take too long. I might get, like, when I've completed everything, if I continue playing this game a little bit, I might do stupid things, like try to do a 5-star or a 5-skull mission with just the Annihilator, with that loadout, and see if it can be done. It's the only thing that you'd be up against is ammo. Now, I'm disappointed. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the... No, it's still not the version of the Thunderbolt I'm after. It's the 5SS. For some reason, there are loads of variants of the Thunderbolt in this game, and I'm desperately trying to get hold of the one with the ballistic points, but just can't find it anywhere. Look at that now. So we've got recoil, right, on the UAC-10s, because we fired in the previous turn, all of them. We've got pretty bad range. I mean, it's probably like outside of its optimum range, so that's why it's another reason it's dropped. But it's still sat on 70 to 75%. So I'll drop that up, I'll push that up to a precision strike and just take this guy out. It's so broken. He's so broken. I'm not even going to try and play tactically on this. And another 5S there. Just Thunderbolts galore in this game, and none of them that I want. That may knock him over. Yes. Not that it matters. This has been an absolute cakewalk. Let's hope the assassination is slightly more difficult. The good thing is, though, like, even though I've put the salvage up to 4 points and we're taking no cash, I'll basically take the Thunderbolt chassis, the catapult, stuff like that. So I'll probably make like more back on that than I would just taking the cash. It's kind of why in the meta they say it's generally better in this game to take salvage, which is true, but I think you need to be smart with that. Like, there are instances where you are better just taking cash. But in this one, I mean, it's just easy money, really, when they're putting mechs at us who just have very, very little armour. And he's got ace pilot, so if he had any sense, he would have run away from the Annihilator's guns. I'm not sure if he has done that, but he may have done. He's kind of gone behind a little hill. Nope, not enough. So Darkstar should be able to finish this chap off. Can't Alpha Strike because the heat's getting up a little bit now. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's beautiful. So that's the Annihilator. That was a pretty unfair example because the armour was so bad. So most mechs that I'm running could have taken those guys out. Probably could have run a medium lance there really easily. Nicely done, Commander. You've just sent the Xiao siblings a hell of a message. When they cut and run, we'll deliver the missed that last word. Right, so let's see what we get then today. So only 89,000 Seabills. That's weird. We usually get a cheeky little bonus there for killing reinforcements, but not today. Yeah, Cthulhu with 5 kills. Very nice. Oh, they do have some plus weaponry though, so we'll definitely take the LRM-15 double plus. That's good. Any electronics? Not today. I actually love these M-Laser double plus for the extra damage. It basically turns them into impulses. Nearly. A poor man's impulse. Like you, but the one advantage is that they generate less heat and they only weigh 1 ton. So there's probably an argument to say they're actually better than an impulse when you've got better mech warriors. Who's, you know, like their ability to do natural gunnery makes up for the fact that impulses get that -2 to hit. Right, and well, we'll just take a Thunderbolt chassis, shall we? Sell that. Yeah, good. Very nice. Some pretty good, better than I thought actually. I thought the game was just going to stiff us on the bill then, and we just get loads of garbage. But when you're getting those like plus weapons, that's always a boon. So we'll see if there's a twist now. There usually is in these flashpoints. Nicely done down there, Commander. If that didn't get the Xiao siblings' attention, nothing will. Do you have eyes on our targets, Maya? Roger that, XR. And as expected, they've split up. Orchid Xiao has taken her lands northward, and her brother Dominic is on his way to the far east. There are a couple dozen opportunistic mercenary companies right on our heels, looking to pick up a piece of the action. There's no way we're going to be able to take out both siblings, so we're going to have to make a choice. So what's it going to be? Gauss rifles or pulse lasers? Okay. Because at the end of the day, that's really the decision we're making here. Where choosing who will live and who will die young, isn't it a little callous to reduce the decision to a matter of salvage? I mean, sure, I guess, but let's be real. The Zhao siblings are both terrible people. From a cosmic standpoint, they're just interchangeable as far as I'm concerned. I'm with Yang on this one. Sorry, Farah. Right. So let's have a look. So Maya knows what's up now. Killing Orchard could net us double heat sinks and pulse lasers. And killing... Oh. Okay, hang on. So... Well, we'll definitely... Yeah, I'm always up for double heat sinks and pulse lasers. Oh, sorry, yeah, taking out Dominic could earn as a Gauss rifle. Well, I'll absolutely go for Orchard because I have got 3 Gauss rifles and I've got the double plus variant and 2 plus variants. So unless it is a double plus variant, which I'd be amazed if it is, I don't need that. Whereas double heat sinks are always like super handy and quite rare and quite difficult to get. Pulse lasers I've got a lot of, but it depends if it's a plus variant. So let's go and go for Orchard here. Roger that, Commander. The brawler it is. Orchard Zhao won't know what's hit her. Right. Cool. So, assassination today. Again in polar, 3.5 stars. Again, I'm just going to max out salvage. You get 5 points this time, so we should pretty much get every piece of salvage drop, given that we get that 23 random pieces there. I'm kind of tempted just to run the same lance. Last time they didn't really get an opportunity to show what they can do given the terrible armour. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Keeps things nice and simple as well, and speeds things up a little bit. So a beautiful day here today. We're having like unseasonably good weather in Yorkshire all over New Year and into January. It's been just like blue skies. It's very cold. Like I say very cold. It's cold for it's like 1 degree Celsius or something like that. But just like no rain, no anything. It's just gorgeous. Not sure how long that will last though. And unlike where we currently are, which looks like the absolute adverse from that. So, yeah, look at that. Very dark, lots of snow. So, hey-ho. Incoming transmission. So this is Orchard. You've come to finish what you started, eh? You think you can put Thresher in the ground? Well, you go ahead and give it your best shot, Commander. Swing at me all you like. I'll slag your cockpit and dance on your grave. There's our target, boss. Remember, she's a brawler and her mech is outfitted with Star League-era weaponry. If she closes into CQC range, things could get messy. Yeah, we are up for that, absolutely. I'll just put the Highlander on her and try to do the trick shot on the head. When you've finished with Orchard, proceed to the... Okay, yeah, we know what to do here. Right, oh, we've got lots of reinforcements here. So, let's see. We're going to get outflanked if we're not careful. Oh, who to go for first? I think it will be easy for us to go for this right-hand target because there looks to... Oh, actually, no, the left-hand target... I'm going to say there was a road to the right, but there's also to the road to the left there. I think if we can try to get in these trees here, or maybe kind of have the first battle in this area, then the reinforcements and the assassination target will probably feel like funnel towards us, so we might be able to go and get them down here. So let's try for that tactic, see if that works. Another completely viable target on this would be to split my forces up. When you've got mechs at the caliber that I've got, splitting teams up is absolutely viable. But keep it simple, see what we've got. First kill of the day. Hopefully these have got a bit more armour and they're not just completely like made of paper. 55 tonner, didn't catch that, a 60 tonner and a 75 tonner. Let's jump you. Ooh, we can get a shot there, so let's see what we're up against. And they've got the top level of armour, so that is better. I actually much prefer that. Just makes for such a better challenge. Ooh, another shot off on this quick draw. Yeah, I just feel like almost shortchanged when they don't have armor. It just makes it so easy. So big fan of well armored mechs. I even like well armor my like LRM spammers up, which you really don't need to do. But I just don't like losing like components, so tend to play a little bit like conservative when it comes to armor. What I'm going to do now, actually, I'm going to run Bear up this hill so he can kind of get in behind, and then we'll have our first battle in this very restrictive area here. But should be good fun, especially if the reinforcements have got an LRM spammer amongst them, which it looks like they have. Speak of the devil, that means we are going to be looking at some stability damage, but not on the Annihilator, because the Annihilator has two components built in. First of all, it's got its natural, I can't remember, is it the BSC system or something like that? It basically gives us extra damage to ballistics, which is obviously amazing given the loadout we've got, but it also reduces our stability damage, and I've got the gyro for 30% less stability damage on there as well, so it's going to be incredibly difficult to knock that chap over. Let's bring Chandra back a little bit here, and he can just smash into the quick draw. We've got into the structure there, which is good, done lots of stability damage. And they're going to persistently LRM spam the one mech amongst us that literally can't be knocked down. It's just, well, he can be knocked down, but it's very, very difficult to knock him down. Has that Black Knight turned its back to me? Probably not, actually. I think we're just in the right-hand arc here. It's a really bad idea to do that, because so much of the percentage hit chances then go on the right-hand side, which means you're going to have a very bad day, because you'll chew up half the mech relatively easily. Ooh, no, it's still not the version of the Thunderbolt I want. It drives me mad, this game. Oh, I can't even tell you how many of those we've had. I literally am like plus 25 now, I think. I just cannot find the ballistic one. It's crazy. Right, now let's start killing these guys, because, yeah, why not? We'll do a multi-strike here. We'll probably put 3 into the Black Knight, and then just 1 in the quick draw to knock it over. Look at that. Oh, yes. Now you see what this chap can do. Look at that. Knocked them both down, wrecked most of their armour. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful mech. Now I was going to run Bear up here, but there's very little point in doing that. It's only a 55-ton mech. So let's instead just try to take out as much of weaponry on these two as we can. Let's just give everyone half and half. That should be a oh, okay, there we go. Pilot incapacitated. And ouch. Yeah, that's you absolutely goosed. They work in such beautiful synergy, that Annihilator and the Awesome. Oh, magnificent. It's just like that armor stripping and then finish it off mech. Just glorious, glorious. It's kind of how you work on tabletop as well, really. If you want synergy in weapons, and you want the ability to be able to like do that, like take the final kill with a mech, but then also like just ground them down to dust if you can. So we don't have a multi-shot with code, so we'll probably just take out the Black Knight here. What's these? Oh, he's only got 36 left on the centre, so we'll drop both impulses. Just conserve our heat. And they're now LRM spamming the Victor, which is more sensible. They're kind of just going for the mech who is closest to them, I think. Cheeky Highlander now. See if you can... we've got full resolve here, so let's try and just take out this Thunderbolt with a head strike. 18%. Nope. We might get a hit with the missile, which we do. That's where that trick shot like theory comes in. If you get lucky enough to get it with a Gauss rifle or the PPC, the head goes bye-bye. If you miss with those, though, the chances are you'll get it with at least one or two of the missiles. So you can see if we look at this guy now, one missile hits, that's 4 points of damage, which is actually quite low when you think about it, given how many missiles we've got, and it was 18% on each missile to hit. So he rolled like the equivalent of Snake Eyes then, really. Right, let's knock you over. Another head hit there, and he'll have another injury point when he falls over. It's just a shame it's not the Thunderbolt I want. Still got all his limbs though, so he's holding in fairly well here. He'll be able to do some damage, but not enough. And I really don't want to come out of the trees. Let's just take out this Thunderbolt. We'll ignore the Shadowhawk for now. Ammo's still good. Remember that we shoot, basically we use 8 points of ammo each time, so this will bring us down to 48. Oh, we destroyed the head there. Nice. Instant death, that in BattleTech for your mech warrior. As you would expect. And he's missed. The reason I didn't bring the Annihilator out of the trees then is because I don't think we'd have been able to finish off the Shadowhawk. We'd have absolutely smashed it up, but it would have still been able to do its spotting for the reinforcements. So I just want the Annihilator to sit in the trees so that he can, you know, like take less damage on the LRM spam. Because this looks like it could be a long old mission. Try for another trick shot here, which we don't get. I don't think we hit anything into the head then. And they're now LRM spamming the Highlander. Oh, and you can't get a shot, unfortunately. Oh, we'll just brace you. Actually, no. Let's jump back here. Yeah, just want to see what else we've got coming at us. We've got a 65-ton mech over there. It's probably a catapult if they're LRM spamming. It is indeed. Again, going for the Highlander. Odd choice. I'll probably just leave that Shadowhawk to the Highlander, and then I'm going to run everyone else down here just so they can prepare for this second reinforcement. Again, keep them all in the trees, and then when they come down here we'll pop out and wreck them. There won't be anything here to worry about, I don't think. It's not going as I initially thought. I thought that they'd have kind of made their way over here quicker, but I suppose there's a lot of rugged terrain between us and them where they started. So I thought the final battle might take place here, but it's probably going to be more around here. Right, yeah, Boudica, you can just keep wrecking this chap. This should probably take him out. Still in the game. Now, code. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see what we can see here. So it's the C4 catapult, but we'll just let him know we are here. Gives us another. Oh, we've got a head hit there as well, which is good. Just gives us another outlet there, so we can have like the Victor flanking on this section. We'll then centre up the ground here. So you know, I think I was going to sprint into the trees, but I think we'll take that shot. Just 95% is too good to not to take, really. Oh, I just love it. It's so satisfying when it's like Daka, 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 Daka. Awesome. Glorious, glorious mech. And the Shadowhawk has no weaponry left. I think the Awesome should at least knock this guy over, because we've got the snub PPCs, which actually do very good levels of stability damage. So he bought his big brawler up the hill, and straight away down it goes. That's good. That puts it in with the assault mechs. And it's worth taking the full SRM rack spam there, just for what we've been able to do to the Orion. The Shadowhawk's just really cagily dancing around us. Let's just go and punch him. Should finish him off. Good physical attack, the Highlander. It's just one of those like surprising features of it, given you just tend to use it as a long range mech, but you'd expect that from a 90 tonner. Code can now just like walk in, like march in and start taking the wrecking ball to these chaps. What's that up there? Another quick draw. This game loves spamming quick draws. And this should be the end of you. Oh, really didn't need to do that. I should have checked the armour level, but never mind. And there's only 3 of these guys here, so it's only 7 mechs in the reinforcements. And now he is in the trees, so now they really do have to worry. I'm sorry, I can never get over how good Annihilator's Alpha Strike is. He's just insane. Look, he's just like torn him apart. It's not even had to do anything. Ooh, let's go up on high here, see what we can do. I'm going to actually save all my resolve for the target, because I do believe it has some cheeky lost tech on there. Right arm destroyed on the quick draw. It's almost too easy, you might say. Easy but satisfying. Say that. The Annihilator, I'm probably just not going to get him to shoot for a little while, because just let him cool off and conserve some ammo. Let the others do the hard work. Oh, and here's our target, and it's a 65 tonner, which is disappointing. I was hoping for just an absolute beast, like a 100-ton monster or something. But I guess we are only on a 3.5 skull difficulty here. I think this mission proves how rotten the skull rating is in this game, because the previous mission was 3.5 skulls, and we had 8 mechs thrown at us that had no armour. And there was a lot of medium mechs in there as well. This mission, we get 7 fully armoured mechs with things like an Orion and Thunderbolts, 2 quick draws, still 3.5 skulls, but the same amount of mechs. So I think that basically confirms that the game does not factor in armour when it comes to difficulty settings, and that is a big factor as well. Right, I'm just going to hunker down with the Annihilator here for a couple of turns, drop all his heat and conserve some ammo, because this catapult can't do anything. Let's just go and punch this guy. And he looks to be coming over in this direction, so we'll probably have to run to meet him. Cheeky LRM spam. Right, torso destroyed now. And Bear should be able to tap this guy. And oh no, he's still got pretty decent levels of armour left, actually. Let's drop the impulses though, conserve that heat. Or manage that heat, I should say, not conserve the heat. Right, now we get to basically play cat and mouse with this guy. So let's toy with him and see if we can just take as much of that lost tech as we can. See what direction he goes in. Or I think it's a she actually, isn't it? Boudica, you're probably going to be the main point on this one, given your trick shot. Bring the Annihilator around as well, because the Annihilator obviously has the ability to drop out 3 of its ACs and go for a headshot, so just with like 1 of the ACs. That's if the armour gets low. If the armour is full on this chap, it's messing around here. If the armour is terrible, if we like really chew it up badly, then obviously we drop it down to just 1 in fear of destroying more components. Let's see what we've got here. We'll jump in. Got a little bit of damage there. No, not damage, but the armour has been stripped on the right leg, so we'll show our left-hand side here. And it's a Thunderbolt. Oh, and shock. It's the variant I don't want. But he does have... Oh, that's gorgeous. 3 ERS lasers, 5 impulses, and apparently double heat sinks as well. Let's just sensor lock you. I wonder what the Gauss rifle mech would have been. If it... Presumably, I mean, it might have been it can't have been a Highlander. It can't have been, because you never really get that, or our variant of that around. And it's also a 3.5 skull difficulty. You wouldn't think that something like a 90-ton mech would be used there. Right, we'll go for a shot here. Right, 17% on the head. It's because we're hitting from the side. Thought he said target killed then. We got the head hit though, that's good. Good start. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my thunderous weaponry to try and knock this guy over, as opposed to using the impulses. I really don't want to strip off the armor. I just want to nudge him so he falls. No, not enough. Bear, Bear actually will have to sprint here, because he can't get into range. That's fine. And Dark Star, I don't even know if I want to attack actually with the AC weaponry yet. Let's do 1. Might knock him over. Oh, left arm destroyed. What? We knocked him over though. But that's probably like some impulses destroyed. Oh, no, he's got nothing there. Okay. That's good. Right. Let me now... We're just going to go in and try to do the headshots. So we'll take off all our flak weaponry here, and we'll just go for a headshot. 16%. Why has it come down? It's weird. Haha! I don't know why I'm cheering, because the game probably will be like, no, you're not having it. I'm so used to getting screwed over on salvage. Anyway, well done. You managed to do this job. Wonderful. I really want to just see what BattleTech I get. Fingers crossed now. ERS lasers are wonderful. Impulses I've got quite a few of. And double heat sinks are awesome as well. Right. Straight to the salvage. And shock. We don't get anything. Why does it do that? It's such a tease. I mean, mind you, it does say that Davian will going to take most of the pulse. We'll at least get a pulse weapon and a double heat sink, right? In the final bit, but it is annoying. I mean, come on. Like, you really have to kind of have some skill to do... Well, not me. The mech warriors need to have some skill to do what I just did. And look, I don't even want, like, any of the salvage here, because I don't want any of the Thunderbolts. I need to shut up morning, don't I, and just pick some salvage. Right, let's take the Black Knight. We'll take the Orion. We'll take the L-Laser. Double plus. We'll take one of the Thunderbolts as well. We should get tons of stuff here, actually, yeah. We got most of the salvage points there, so that is an absolute ton of cash. The value at 12 million, you'll never be able to sell it in the store for 12 million. You might get, like, I don't know, 800,000 or something like that, with all the, maybe around that actually, with all those salvage points for the mechs. Not for anything else though. So the value is really just in the mechs there. Right. Well, we've still got one hope. We might get a nice present. So we might, a double heat sink and an impulse is fine. Fingers crossed it's an impulse that has the -2, like it's an impulse plus, -2 for heat. They're lovely, and that would fit very nicely on my awesome, because I've got one on one arm, but then I've got a regular impulse on the other. So he is no more. If her brother chooses to show his face, if her brother chooses to show his face in this part of the frontier again, you can bet that he won't be going after any more Davian supply lines. Nicely done, Lady Cunningham will be pleased. We want our lost tech. That's a sentiment the entire company shares. Right, 1 million Seabills as well, that's nice. Fingers crossed for nice salvage. 4 double heat sinks, that's way better than I expected. That's absolutely brilliant, actually. We've got 1 regular impulse, 2 regular impulses, 3 regular impulses, part of an awesome, LRM20 double plus, M-Laser double plus, AC5 double plus, and the random Panther. So unfortunately no special impulse there, but 4 double heat sinks is absolutely incredible. The impulses are great as well. It's just I've got a lot of them. I think I've got about 6 or 7 left in storage. Excuse me. So there we go. That was a fantastic haul, actually, and a good second mission there. First one was a bit boring, but the second one was relatively nice. So that's it today. I think that will be the first and last mission we do in Taurian space. We don't really see much in the Taurians in this game, apart from to destroy them when you go to war with them in the priority missions. So I think on that note, I'll leave it, and I'll thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you again in the next episode.